So this is discussion board week 3. So question 1 was, what was Constantine's reason behind granting the Christians toleration? Looking in the textbook, I saw a quote that said, the Romans didn't pay much attention to the Christians, whom they regarded as simply another Jewish act. So they thought the Christians were going to be harmless. It was just going to be this made-up Jewish thing, and it would eventually go away. Well, obviously that didn't happen. So looking into the Edict of Milan, when you saw that the Christians were granted their toleration, you see that Constantine stated, divinity ought certainly to be made first, so that we might grant the Christians and others full authority to observe the religion which each preferred. So they felt that no religion should be singled out. With Christianity starting to flourish, they knew that wasn't just going to be a Jewish act, and it was clearly going further than they thought it was going to at first. So they needed to, for the peace, fit that in with everything else. So Constantine wrote the Edict of Milan, basically stating that Christianity was tolerated and how to go about that. And the second question, does the Edict of Milan provide evidence that Constantine converted to Christianity by 313? At first, I didn't think so. I thought he was just, writing the rules and all this stuff to make one society with the Christians and the other religions. But reading into the textbook on page 184, I clearly saw that Constantine became the first Christian emperor and Christianity flourished. So by the 4th century, Christianity was good to go. And it also said that Constantine was baptized at the end of his life, and in 313 is when he issued the Edict of Milan, which basically tolerated Christianity, giving all that in writing. Sorry, I had to read my notes. The edict didn't really show much evidence, as I said, to me that Constantine converted to Christianity. It basically stood out to me that he was just accepting them, as well as other religions, but it didn't seem to come without rule from reading that first, from that perspective. For example, it said, the same shall be restored to the Christians without payment or any claim of recompense, without fraud or deception. So that made me think, and then it said the others must seek the representative for any recompense from the bounty. So that made me think they were tolerating them, yet they had to have that middleman to make sure everything went smoothly in the transaction there. But like I said, upon reading the textbook further, you could see that Constantine did convert to Christianity, and that was just his way of explaining it and how everything was going to be tolerable. Let's see. So then the last question was, what happened to Christianity in the empire following the edict? Well, at first, so this is beginning to end. Christianity in the 1st century, it was that, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But then by the 4th century, it flourished. Christianity triumphed everything basically by then, and it continued to grow through the centuries. On page 183, the thing that really made Christianity triumph, it said Christianity was attractive to all social classes. So whether you were rich or poor, you could be a Christian and not be turned away or looked down upon. So it definitely just kept building and building because it was attractive to everyone. That was my first video discussion board, so I hope everything went okay.